Hello, dear Sagittarians. I am with you, your tarot reader, Angelica. Today is the second reading for February 2025. The readings on the channel Tarot Life are general. By the way, you can check your forecast for February 2025 based on your zodiac sign and your ascendant. You can calculate your ascendant by yourself online. It's very easy to do. Well then, let's get started. So, February. We're moving confidently into February 2025, but to move with confidence, be sure to check your forecast for the first half of 2025. The link is at the top. Well, for now, let's start with the important events. So, let's look at the three most important events in February 2025 for Sagittarians. The first important event, the second one, and the third very important event for you. Let's take a look at what awaits you in your exciting professional life with another deck. With this same deck, let's see what your income will be like in February 2025. And next, let's see what awaits you in your personal life and relationships and experiences. And we'll also take a look at what to pay attention to in terms of health. And here's the advice from the cards for you for February 2025. So, the first important event for you is the Elder, Archon and Rapha, and the second major event, Queen of Wands. And the third major event for February, this is the Eight of Cups. Well, in terms of important events according to the Hierophant, we can talk about what comes to the fore. These are questions of faith, trust, as well as following tradition and adhering to laws, including both higher laws and, of course, the rules of morality and conscience. And there can also be very relevant events related to education here. So there's a lot of information, questions about development and self-improvement, which will be very, very relevant for you. And the Hierophant often indicates that you need information, or that you will be receiving valuable information, or it could be expressed as gaining new experiences from people, let's say consultants, or people who understand important issues that are important to you. Well, for example, it could be a doctor, it could be a mentor, it could be a notary. Well, in general, it's also important to mention some ceremonies here. Here, too, there are people who are knowledgeable about these matters. Ceremonies can be, for example, Christina, engagement, and marriage. And so these ceremonies and appeal to traditions, to rituals, it will also be relevant for you. For some, Hierophant can be played out as a visit to places of power, but for others, it is interaction, communication, receiving wise advice from a person who is either your spiritual mentor or a person who is very wise, experienced, so to speak. And his advice, they will really be valuable and necessary to you. This card can also speak about morality, conscience, and ethics. And this will mean that you might face a situation where your conscience will be put to the test. And of course, regarding the Hierophant, under no circumstances should you make deals with your conscience. Well, and there are also questions about religion that might be relevant for some people. Next, let's look at the Queen of Wands. This card speaks about ambitions. These ambitions, I can only assume, I'm not saying it's a certainty, but these ambitions might push you into a deal with your conscience, because the ambitions represented by the Queen of Wands are so high that the person becomes very passionate about it, driven to move forward and striving to reach great heights. But as I said, under no circumstances should you make deals with your conscience. Here, the Queen of Wands might also represent a specific woman. A woman of the fire element by zodiac sign could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or if the woman is not of the fire element by zodiac sign, then she is a woman who possesses the characteristics of the Queen of Wands. Charismatic, bright, and self-confident, a woman who can lead others and inspire and motivate, very active, very energetic, and very talented, so it can also play out for you as a meeting with such an extremely talented woman, acquaintance with such a woman, interaction, resolving some issues, guidance of this woman, let's say in work or in business, or it can be a business partner with whom you will indeed some issues. Again, it could be about deciding or starting something. It's a business idea that you'll be passionate about. You'll be communicating, interacting with this woman, or launching some projects together. This woman can also assist you in an important situation, or she may show a very caring attitude, either towards you or, again, towards your business, for example. Either this woman will provide charitable assistance, or she will give you, again, some advice that will help you navigate important events in February 2025. And pay attention to the third important event. This is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups suggests that you are ready to move towards something new. Perhaps this is what you will be turning to a wise person or to the Queen of Wands about the fact that your priorities are changing. What was important to you yesterday will become completely meaningless and uninteresting tomorrow. And you will make an important decision because according to the Eight of Cups, you will be very dissatisfied or disappointed with something, or you will completely lose interest in something. Well, let's say it was important for you to work as an employee, but in February you come to realize that being an employee is no longer relevant for you. You have interesting, bright ideas, you have ambitions, and you have opportunities to, for example, start a new business or engage in creative pursuits or to monetize your skills or talents. And in February, you will make an important decision. You are letting go of old principles, ambitions, priorities, or even an old way of life, and you are moving towards something new. Therefore, February will be marked for you in terms of an important event as a very decisive and conscious month, moving away from your previous intentions and aspirations towards, as I said, something new, more interesting, and promising for you. The Eight of Cups can also manifest for you as a move, for example, moving to another city, to another country, or transitioning to a different job. Or again, it can get even like you are leaving on your own. You know, as they say, I'm leaving for nowhere. But I know for sure that over there I'm starting something, because here it no longer matters to me. It's not relevant. Therefore, this card also says that you are, as it were, going in search. A better fate, in search of something better. This is a journey in search of something better for you. And for you, this will be a decisive departure and a bold breakthrough forward. Well, let's see what awaits you in your professional activities. This is the Chariot. And in terms of finances, this is the Three of Pentacles. I think these values regarding the change in the direction of your movement, your life path, your ambitions, interaction possibly with the Queen of Wands, seeking wise solutions or advice from the Hierophant or through the Hierophant is likely to specifically affect your professional activity, because in fact the Chariot card indicates that you truly want to make a confident breakthrough forward in general, in your life path, in your intentions. And the Chariot promises you this, but at the same time, be prepared for the fact that the Chariot indicates that there will be some obstacles on your path. But remember that the obstacles that arise, you will easily overcome. In fact, the Chariot is a very powerful card. And this means that in February, you have the opportunity to manage any situation, to control everything, to assert, defend, and promote your interests. Overall, this is a card of rapid advancement in the direction you are heading, according to the Eight of Cups, where you are going. And accordingly, you will be confident in yourself, in your strength, and in your will to win. Moreover, the Chariot has an occult meaning, victory, and here you will have a principle. You know, I see the goal, I see no obstacles. It's not even just a principle, it's like that the motto of the Chariot Arcana. Therefore, no trials, no difficulties or challenges will stop you, because you will easily overcome them and won't even pause in front of these, let's say, challenges and difficulties, because your path is truly a path to success. and no difficulties will frighten you at all, because you are full of energy, well organized, focused, and ready to move forward, ready to strive for victory. Moreover, the Three of Pentacles here indicates that your progress forward will also be associated with financial gain. Speaking of financial income, the Three of Pentacles is a card of labor, hard work. And with this work comes an increase in income. But a bit more about the Chariot. The Chariot is a card that indicates you are ready to open yourself up to a new field. You are ready to take on responsibility, to assume more duties. You are prepared to tackle major tasks, and accordingly this could involve starting a business, striving to carve out your niche in this business, or, for example, expanding your opportunities. With the Chariot, there is such a powerful expansion. This card is associated with strengthening positions, with promising initiatives, endeavors, and projects. But certainly this does not only concern those who decide, for instance, to change their direction or field of work. This may also apply to those who undoubtedly continue to work at their job, whether as an employee or in a managerial position. Luck will accompany you in everything here. You will set priorities. You will strive to achieve victory in matters important to you, and you can expect both success and anxiety. The card is very good in terms of achievements, the realization of your plans, and the execution of work tasks. The card indicates that you will put in a lot of effort and there will be achievements. These are traditions regarding your financial situation, because the Three of Pentacles is a card that indicates you have, or there are, opportunities to earn a very good, well-provided life. And in general, according to the Three of Pentacles, in February, your standard of living will improve, precisely because you are professionally successful. In other words, you are a good specialist, a master of your craft, you are in demand in the job market, and this gives you the opportunity to earn money by applying your knowledge, abilities, talents, and skills. That is, what the Eight of Cups tells you is that you want to let go of something that is no longer relevant to you, and this turns out to be beneficial for you. And also, the Three of Pentacles can manifest as good profit and financial stability. The opportunity to organize your financial affairs, and everything is going so well here that you might even allow yourself some material acquisitions. Moving on, next is personal life. And here the Chariot appears again. Two chariots in different areas of your life indicate that very important events will occur specifically according to this arcana. Important and significant. And for those who are in a couple, in family, long-term relationships, the card suggests that there might be a joint trip, for example, or a joint business venture where one has the talents and the other provides support, and together you might run social media accounts or open online stores or something similar. The card speaks of adventures, of the desire to gain new experiences. This, of course, can be facilitated by travel and trips. Also, the card may indicate that there might be some competition in your relationship to perhaps take on a more prominent role or to emerge as the leader in the couple. This absolutely does not mean that you will have scandals or that you will break up. No, certainly not. Here, the card rather suggests that each person is trying to raise the bar in the relationship and in their personal development. And in this way, you constantly spur each other on, as if one develops a bit more, the other tries to reach his level and then exceed it. And in this way, you are always having fun. It's interesting. You are not bored. Together, because you always have diverse interests, you have things to talk about, things to discuss, and things to show each other in terms of your knowledge and development. And also the card here says, of course, that this is about very intense feelings and strong emotions, rich and full of passion. For those who are not in a relationship here, the card might play out as an initiative. For example, this initiative manifests in that you meet someone and actively develop your relationship. Or perhaps the initiative is shown in the search for a significant other. But, by and large, the Chariot card, it precisely indicates that most likely an acquaintance will happen. For the most part, this acquaintance occurs on the road during a trip or journey, and most likely there will be very dynamic, vibrant relationships and, let's say, a movement towards a common goal, That is, you will develop your relationship actively, brightly, and most likely there will be a quick rapprochement. So the card is good, very interesting and rich. And accordingly, equally interesting events await you in your personal life and relationships. Next, what should you pay attention to in terms of health? In terms of health, justice appears here. Justice always indicates that, as they say, what you invested in your health is what you get. If you haven't been taking care of your health, if you've been indulging yourself with various harmful products or, for example, smoking, abusing alcoholic beverages, then February will, as they say, dot all the I's, and you will need to focus on your health. Then here is justice. It may manifest as a visit to a doctor or specialist, as I mentioned to you, regarding the Hierophant who will be diagnosing you or issuing a kind of verdict. If you have been taking good care of your health, eating properly, getting enough sleep and resting, then undoubtedly, in terms of health, everything will be good and excellent. But in any case, the Justice Arcana always teaches one to restore balance within one's body and teaches to maintain health in order. So pay attention to your health and well-being now and consistently lead a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Then in February, you won't need to worry about your health. Well, let's also look at advice for you for February 2025. And here the major arcana, the Lovers, appears. And although, of course, lovers are interpreted by everyone as love, and yes, that can happen, you might really meet your other half, your love, in February. And these will be sincere, mutual relationships. But in this spread, lovers also indicate a choice, and choice is one of the main meanings of this card. And you will be faced with a choice. Look at the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups as well. This is about standing before a choice, in search of a better fate. So here is one piece of advice. Listen to your heart and make a concerted effort earnestly for what your soul truly desires, and make sure you make your right choice. Do what you have long dreamed of and aspired to, because this is a decision that can change not just today, but potentially transform every aspect of your entire life. And undoubtedly, a choice made correctly will change everything in life for the better. This is the forecast for you, dear Sagittarians. Subscribe to the channel Tarot Life. I will be very happy to have you, and sincerely thank you for watching. Goodbye. Your likes and comments, that's all. See you tomorrow, as always, on the channel Tarot Life. Hugs to you and goodbye.